Welcome to the Compliance Week podcast for 2025. I'm your host. My name is Hitesh Sindhani. Today we have our guest, Mr. Rahul Juyal. Mr. Juyal has worked in various roles, including strategy, MD office, and across the field. Let's deep dive into his experience and see how they've changed his outlook towards the compliance.
Namaskar,
Welcome,
Sindhani
sir.
ji. Namaskar. First and foremost, I am thankful to Union Bank of India. My life of 25 years has been a life of thankfulness, starting from Scale 1 officer. This journey is a thankfulness towards my seniors, towards my colleague, towards each and every Unionites who have touched me. So first and foremost, I take this opportunity again and again. Thank you very much. Then this journey is about leadership. Starting from scale 1 to scale 6, the leadership journey which I have taken, I have learned 5 stages of leadership. The first stage of leadership, when we don't know what success and failure is, we know we have just joined the bank, we just participate. It's right whether we succeed or we fail. So my principle is, if you have not failed in life, you will never succeed. So let's participate. So that's the starting when I have scale 1. I have participated in everything. Second, then you learn that you have to work hard to earn your promotions. So my request to all of you is, after participation, you should also learn to work hard. The second principle is hard work is everything. That is the level 2 leadership. There's a leadership beyond that also. That's a level 3 leadership that I believe in. Because as we grow up, competition increases. Then beside being a learned person, we have to be a smart person also. We have to be intelligent. That's the third principle I have made. Make me learn, make me smart, make me intelligent. But then there is a level 4 leadership. I have read a book by Madam Arundhati Bhattacharya,
Right.
former MD of State Bank of India. She mentioned that her posting abroad has shaped her career growth because she has been going to the art galleries. So the fourth level of journey in leadership is your experience, you celebrate excellence, whether in art, in movies, in books, in life, in your travels. So fourth is celebrate excellence. But this is a level 5 leadership. The level 5 leadership is about when you give wings to dreams of people, when you create more leaders. Our MD and CEO, Mr. Rajkiran Rai has always mentioned that the role of leader, the prime role of leader, is to make more and more leaders. That is a level 5 leadership. And I hope each of us, each and every Unionite, is on the journey of level 5 leadership. So that's my
Fantastic.
journey in brief on leadership.
Very well said, sir. Thank you so much. I'm taking away this one part from your explanation. You spoke about Mrs. Roy's book,
Yes.
and you said how travel shaped her journey.
Yes, yes.
When she traveled abroad. It just changed the way she looked at things. Tell me a similar example of your career which shaped your journey.
Okay. So I have worked after from Delhi. I worked in Mumbai for close to 6 years. Then I got an opportunity to work in Ahmedabad. So I traveled to Ahmedabad. Then when I traveled to Ahmedabad, I got an opportunity to present before our MD and CEO, Mr. Rajkiran Rai on the ideation process. So I got this opportunity and I've been selected by my general manager, Mr. Soni, to present before MD and CEO on the ideation. So if you travel, you get more and more opportunities. You learn more and more about people, and then you learn and appreciate about people. That is more important thing, because important thing end of the day is your people orientation. If I have learned anything, being from as a scale 1 to scale 6 officer, one thing is most important. That is people orientation. And as you grow up, your people orientation will ensure whether you succeed as a person or not.
Wonderful, sir. Sir, you manage, and we'll come closer to the ground now. You managed Mumbai region, and it's one of the largest region. Tell me what differentiates Mumbai as a region versus rest of the other businesses that we manage or regions that we manage. What's different here?
Mumbai, I'll say, is best of both worlds. You have the highest number of HNIs in Mumbai, but you also have a concentration of bottom of the pyramid also in Mumbai. You have Dharavi also. So there is no business which cannot be done in Mumbai. Beside that, when you talk about staff members, you are having one of the best, most authoritative and excellent staff members in Mumbai, because the kind of exposure you will get in Mumbai, you will not get anywhere else. The kind of experience Mumbai is I'll say the best that you can ever get as a staff member, as a unionite. So that is my request to each and every one of you. Do work in Mumbai once in your career.
That's very well said, sir. But Mumbai also adds to the pressure. And one pressure that keeps coming back to people is the pressure that people feel across the regions is the pressure of compliance. Tell me, how do you balance this? And do you actually see this as pressure or is it a necessity? How do you evaluate this?
I will say compliance is an important part of banker's life, because compliance is banking, banking is compliance, and it will never add to pressure. Compliance actually is pressure. Every day, if you go back home and you have ensured that each and every compliance is done, you will have a very nice sleep. So my request to each and every unionite is that compliance, yes, is difficult because it's the right thing to do. If you want to do a mistake, it's very easy to do. But to do the right thing, yes, it's difficult and it requires hard work. My request is a little hard work is there in compliance. Please do it. You will have a very nice sleep going home. And when you leave your office and you'll go for next posting, you'll be very confident, comfortable to take other positions being without being any pressure I will say. If you have done full compliance without having any pressure what you have done in the past, so it's actually compliance is actually easing of pressure. So my request is, it's not pressure, it's easing of pressure if you do compliance.
Fantastic. How do you make sure that this message gets percolated down to your team? So everybody's chasing targets, but there is always this angle of saying, "Ye baad mein kar lenge." How do you ensure that "ye baad mein kar lenge" always kept at the forefront, saying this is required to be done now?
Actually, when you are having any problem in the body, the first thing doctor do is ECG.
Right.
So what I have done is I have created an ECG matrix for motivating people in compliance as well as in business. E is first thing I do, I'll educate people. I'll educate people why compliance is important, why business is important. Second thing which I will do is I will motivate them to communicate and give feedbacks. If they start speaking up for the welfare of the bank, they will think what is important for the bank. Compliance is important for the bank. And they will feel for the bank when they'll start communicating to me. So I will encourage communication. And the third and the G part is I will imbibe in them the growth orientation. So educate, build communication skill, and then imbibe growth orientation. When I will do all these three things, the ECG of the region, the compliance function will be strengthened, the business function will be strengthened, there will be business first and compliance always. The mantra given by our beloved MD and CEO, sir.
Fantastic. So there is one dimension that people often forget, and it's very important that people remember this, that compliance discipline actually strengthens customer trust.
Yes.
Customers start to believe, even though it takes longer,
Yes.
they start to believe that you're doing the right thing.
Yes, yes.
Are there any examples that you'd like to share where following compliance, a customer's trust on us actually many-fold increased over a period of time?
One is there is examples and examples. If you are doing compliance, business happens automatically. I give you an example. Like debt activation drive is there. Obviously, RBI is doing it. We should do it proactively. We should reach out to the customer and we should give the message that you have forgotten your money in Union Bank, but Unionites have not forgotten. Unionites still remember you. We are reaching out to you. It's a big trust building measure. It's not compliance. It's a big trust building measure. Besides that, customers are charged penal interest. If you are doing timely renewal, that's also compliance part. If you are calculating proper drawing power and updating stock statement, there will be no penal charges for the customer. Then customer will be very happy that I am having a bank who is taking care of me. You can very well update the customer. Please submit document for review renewal. Please give me stock statement. Then what will happen? No penal charges. He can say to others that my bank care for me.
Right.
Besides that, the biggest example of our compliance is our STP digital journey. Right. A strong business rule engines are there in our STPs. My request to each and every unit is 100% compliance if you do loan from straight through processing. They are a beautiful, very robust system and 100% compliance system. The kind of stress, the kind of slippage in STP is minimum. And you can rest assured if you are doing a proposal through STP, customer will be happy, because in one day you can get a sanction, you can get a documentation, you can get a disbursement of a 1 crore loan. I have seen happy face of customers when they're getting a loan of such big amount in one day, because it's unbelievable to them. So it's very high level of satisfaction. But it's
Fantastic.
about satisfaction part, building trust, but it's also risk mitigation. When you are talking about compliances, it's a huge risk mitigation measures also. If you are updating the PAN card in all those NPI accounts, CIBIL will be updated. Then borrower cannot take loan from any other bank and he will pay your loan back. Beside that, if you have done insurance of stock and plant and machinery in timely manner, in case any eventuality happens, what will happen? You will get your money back. The borrower is also protected. Also, there are many other cases are there. If you're doing office account reconciliation, so many issues are coming on staff-related frauds. If we can do proper office account reconciliation, and what will happen? This fraud-related issue pertaining to staff will reduce substantially. That's the power of compliance. Then another point is there. These are turnover and income update that is there in Finacle. If you're doing it properly, what will happen? If any cyber crime happens, then if the turnover and income is not matching, account will get freeze. The customer will get protected. Turnover and income updation is very important measure in protecting the interest of our customer. Again, a compliance part. I'll give you an example in loan part. CET MSC coverage is there. Up to 85% loan is secured. Now up to 5 crore rupees, 10 crore rupees, you can secure the loan. So why not get it CET MSC covered and ensure the CET cover, MSC cover remain for the time of loan? What will happen? Even if there is a default or business failure, bank is secure. Compliance is a huge risk mitigation measure. It will not only build trust, I'll say it will mitigate risk, and I hope one day Union Bank of India is ranked highest by Reserve Bank of India. And it can happen, and it can happen if each and every unionite decide compliance always.
Wow. Very nicely articulated, sir, and thank you so much. So, tell me one leadership habit over last couple of decades of your work that's changed the way you operate.
The kind of leadership habit. What important thing I have seen working in the field, people unites are one of the best we are having. Only a path is to be shown. I have seen as a leader, given the right direction, unionites have done exceptional work. I'll share the stories. My leadership journey is more about experiences. Union Bank of India, our unionites have given one product to the industry. We call it Palghar model, and this product is adopted by our staff training college for teaching product innovation. This triple insurance concept in salary account is brought by Union Bank of India. And then it is adopted by the likes of State Bank of India as well as Axis Bank and many more banks. Besides that, recently we had done a tie-up, a MOU for Vadhwa Port Authority, for a cluster scheme for the poor tribal industry, a micro industry in Vadhwa. You will be amazed to know that when you talk about gold dyes, there are 1500 dye maker family in the remote area of Vadhwa who are preparing not only for India but for the world. Now Union Bank of India has brought a micro cluster for them where they are getting loan up to 4.25%. Beside that, they are getting support from JNPA and Vadhwa Port Authority in their business. It is for the first time Union Bank of India has tied up with the Infrastructure Development Authority in the history of India, where we are developing a micro cluster together for development of our country.
Fantastic.
So that's an experience, that's an opportunity you are having working in the field, working as regional head, working together as team, as unionites. I have seen the power of unionites because this is something, whether it's Palghar salary account model or Vadhwa, these are something which is possible because our people, they went there at Vadhwa, they stayed there at Vadhwa, they went to the tribal area, the villages, and they ensured things happen. I have firm belief that in the power of unionites. If entire 75,000 people think one day Union Bank of India to be number one, we will ensure 100% compliance. We will ensure that each and everyone will contribute for business growth. Sir, Union Bank of India will be number one bank in India.
Very nice to hear that, and cheers to that, sir.
Thank you.
So, you travel a lot as part of your role. I'm sure you extensively visit branches. Tell us an experience that stayed with you, whether it's an employee experience or a customer experience that stayed with you, which became a hallmark of your standard of saying this is the way it should be.
I will share with you one important thing. I have recently went to the branch, recently, and I have seen one portal is open, and that was My Diary portal. My Diary portal was actually developed by our beloved MD and CEO, Shri Ashish Pandey ji.
Ji.
And what I learned from it, that legacy remains. Whatever good we do, it remains forever, and it is appreciated by one and all. We remember a person. So, what I personally believe is that we should do work, we should be remembered.
Very nicely said, sir. Thank you so much, Rahul, sir. It was wonderful interacting with you. The nuggets of information that you've left for us will leave us wanting more from you every time we interact. Thank you so much and lovely interacting.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, all of you.